Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I'm going to share with you 10 high-end products that I feel like I never reach for. I just forget about, and I'm hoping that making this video will like remind me to use them more, because for the most part, all of these are good products. It's just, you know, I'm always trying new things out, and so I feel like they've gotten lost in my collection. I know that I saw a similar video Nikki Murphy did. She'd done makeup products I don't use but can't get rid of, and that video cracked me up. It was a really long video. I will link her channel and that video below. But I love the idea of that, because we do like, and this is not exactly what I'm doing today, but it was so similar. I think we do that. We have like, you know, products that either we spend a lot of money on and you're like, oh, I love looking at it, I love swatching it, but you really don't ever use it. And at the same time, you can't get rid of it. You know what I mean? And I'm like the declutter queen. I love getting rid of things, but there are some things that I'm like, I just can't get rid of it. You know what I mean? So I might think about doing one that's very specifically like that in the future. If you'd be interested, let me know. But these are just 10 products that they're in my collection, they're high end, and I just feel like I never reach for, I've forgotten about them. So if you enjoyed this kind of a video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is one I've had for quite a while. This is the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. I don't know why I never use this. It's a really finely milled white powder. You know, it's translucent, but it's definitely, in my opinion, kind of brightening. So for a while, I used it on my under eye, and it was okay there. I think part of the reason, whoa, messy. Well, part of the reason is it's messy. I think part of the reason that I never reach for it is because I don't use loose powder every single day, so I already have a big collection of loose powder. I really don't use them all the time, and this isn't my absolute favorite, but it is nice, and I spent the money, so I want to make sure I use this before it gets weird and goes bad, you know. So that's one that I want to use in 2018 for sure. Another one is the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Spray. This is a good setting spray, but I think it's even been so long that like, oh no, the sprayer's just fine. I remember there was one setting spray I hadn't used in a while, and now the nozzle's all weird, so I need to like run it under hot water and see if I can get it so it's not blocked anymore. But this sprayer is fine. This is full, you guys. I feel like I used it for a couple weeks. I really liked it, and then I moved on to something else. And so it's like literally all the way up to here. It's a great setting spray. It holds onto your makeup. The mister is really nice and fine. So I'm excited to remind myself to use this, because it is really, really good, like I said. Another product I forget about, and this one's newer to me, is the YSL All Hours Primer. I'd gotten this for free on like Octoly, I think, quite a while ago, and it's just sitting in my primer drawer. I think I used it once or twice. I'm like, oh, nice. And then that was the end of it. It does have sunscreen in it, just SPF of 18, not a lot. You shake it, but it's a little kind of squeezy tube. It's kind of like an off-white color, super thin, and there's definitely like an alcohol-y smell, and I haven't really looked into the ingredients on this, but I know like the YSL All Hours foundation has some ingredients that has a lot of people like, maybe it's not great for your skin. So I have to wonder about the primer. So if you know, let me know below. I just need to look into it. And I want to say kind of subconsciously that's why I hadn't been reaching for it, because I was like, I don't know, maybe this whole All Hours line is not very good for you. But yeah, let me know if you know anything about this. I think I'm gonna look into it as well and see if I wanna use it or not. Next thing is a CoverFX product. It's their custom cover drops. I bought this because I kept, you know, I'm decently fair skinned, and if I bought a foundation that was too dark, I wanted to be able to lighten it. So I bought a lighter shade in the shade N10, and it's just a dropper. And the idea is that you can either make your own kind of a foundation type product by mixing this with like a moisturizer and giving it pigment, giving it color, or you could lighten things, darken things, depending on what color you got. And so I've used it a couple times, and it is awesome. You guys, it is fantastic at doing exactly what you need it to do. It's just that I forget I even own it. I literally forget. So I'll have a, you know, a drugstore foundation. I'm like, oh, it's too dark. Let me go buy another shade that's lighter. And then I just keep the darker shade. I could have just kept the darker shade and lightened it. Duh. So it's a wonderful product. I just need to remember that I own it and that I need to use it, because it's literally like full. I think I've used it like 2 or 3 times. I have another CoverFX one, the custom enhancer drops, and these are in the shade Moonlight, and you do have to shake it well. It's the same kind of a bottle, and I think I remember why I stopped using this. I think I'd used it like once or twice, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Oh no, this is fine. There was one that was similar to this. Maybe it was one I swatched in a store, and it had full-on glitter in it, and I'm like, nope. Maybe it wasn't even this brand. It was like a similar product. But this is so pretty. It would look so pretty just on the cheekbones. Maybe like if you take a sponge and just tap it into that and tap it in those areas. It'd be so pretty. It'd look not natural, but it would not look powdery, which I like. So again, this is one that I just need to use. Like, why am I not using that? It's gorgeous. And I like that it's a thinner formula, because some of the like liquid highlights I have are very thick, and I feel like it makes it more difficult to apply the way that I like to apply them. I'm sweating. All right, guys, we're throwing the hair up. All right, hair is up. So another product, and this was sent to me from Guerlain. It's their birthday candle pearls. It's their Meteorites, and I remember the first time I ever bought Meteorites was, I think we were in Paris on our honeymoon, and I was like, Tyler, let's just splurge. Well, he wasn't gonna use it, but anyway. And so the smell of these is, it has a happy memory to me. These aren't the ones I bought. These, like I said, they sent to me. I never use these though. I mean, you can use it as kind of like subtle highlight, you know? Whoa, that wasn't subtle. Maybe that's how I should use it. Holy cannoli. Obviously you don't have to apply it with that sponge. I need to like buff that out. Holy moly. Wow, that's like more than what I thought. So maybe I should give this another shot. But like the ones I'd originally have, I feel like they were a little dark for my skin. And so I just didn't really know how to use them. I was like, do you use them as like a powder? Do you use them as a highlight? But these, now I'm seeing they really can like pack a punch. I'm really surprised. So you could swirl your brush in there. That's the way I liked to apply it. But again, they did such a good job with the cute packaging, and I feel like I need to use it because it's so expensive and so luxurious. And apparently a bomb highlight. On that same vein, these Guerlain Meteorites Baby Glow Touches. I think they might have sent in the same package. Again, this was like a year ago. But there's Golden Glow and Rosy Glow. And I think, well, I know the reason I didn't use it. It's got like 3 colors in it, and it's like a stick. And I just wasn't sure how to use it. So when you blend it all together, it's kind of a blush tone. You know, and so I was like, all right, I don't love like cream blushes like this. And then this one in Golden Glow is a little bit more of like a, well, see, it's still kind of blushy. It's just more peach toned. Can you guys see that? So I don't know. I feel like I need to find a good way to apply these. So if you have any advice, I don't like taking it and putting it directly on the face because I feel like it just ends up sticking and then it's harder to blend. So, you know, maybe I could take it and like put it in those areas. I'm trying to see if this works. Maybe that worked. So again, I'm trying to figure out how to best use those because I want to use them up. They're expensive, they're nice. They have that same exact Guerlain smell. It's very strong, very, very strong. Again, I have a happy memory attached to it, which is why I like it, but I think if I didn't, I'd be like very put off by it. It's strong. Another product I always forget about is this Christian Dior lipstick I have. It's their Classic Matte in the shade 772. Very, very creamy matte. I think the reason I don't use it isn't the formula. I think that this shade is just not my favorite. It's like almost red and almost pink, and I would rather it just be red or just be pink. This kind of in between I feel like doesn't suit me very well, and like the couple times I've used it I'm like, eh. And so I wish I'd gotten a different color. But the formula is beautiful, so I'm like, I feel like I should still use it. So I want to try to use it and see if I can get myself to like it. If I can't, then I might pass it on, but I at least want to try this year. Another one I never use is this Milk Makeup Holographic Powder Quad. What's funny is they'd sent this to me and I was like, like, I don't know. I don't think I like it. And I kind of swatched. I'm like, it's all right. Like, you know, there's definitely some cool, like, I don't really know what's holographic, what's not, but just kind of a, you know, cool shift to it, I guess. But it was nothing that, like, for me in my everyday life, I felt that strongly about. You know what I mean? But if you like this kind of a thing, boy, you'd like it because they are certainly pigmented. But I just wasn't drawn to it. And what's funny is I just recently saw that this is like on sale at Sephora in their sale section. So I wonder if they're phasing it out. I wonder if Milk was like, and that didn't do as well as we thought. It is nice though, but I never ever reach for it. So we'll see if I reach for it. If I don't, I might pass this one on as well. And then this Tarteist Pro Glow. I bought this 50% off on HauteLook. And I couldn't believe it was 50% off. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is an expensive palette. I can link HauteLook below because Tarte is on there a lot, and they'll have their blushes on there and all kinds of stuff. But it's beautiful. I really like this. I just forget about it, you know? Oh my gosh. Some of these are just too dark for me, you know, like they'd look really nice on a different skin tone. So there are the 4 there. And then they have this sculpting like contour powder, which I really appreciate. And then they have this cream, which I never ever use. It's a little too dark for me. I could probably maybe make it work. That's the cream. And then there are the rest of them. But it really is a good palette. It's just, it gets lost in my collection, you know? So I really want to make an effort to use this as well, because I probably have only used it like 5 or 6 times, which is really sad. So those were the 10 high-end products that I feel like have gotten lost in my collection. I'm excited to give them some more love, to kind of try them out this year. I know so many of you guys have asked me like, Jessica, do a project pan, and you know, I gotta be honest, I don't think I can. I don't think I have the, not like self-control, but you know, I'm always wanted to try so many products, and I want to be able to try them and like really give them a good old college try and then review them for you guys. And I don't want to be forcing myself to use products either that I don't like. There's too much makeup out there, and I'm only getting older, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So that's just my viewpoint. And it's funny, I know that I personally can never do it, but I actually like watching project panning videos. So I'm like a really weird, like I like watching them, but I know myself and I can't do it. So that's my own thing. I'm like, wow, I bow to the people that can, because I don't know how you do it. Let me know if you enjoyed this video by giving it a thumbs up, and I hope you'll subscribe to catch more, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.